Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the...
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Prescott off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Ty Long now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, Hester. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's brought down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen. And he'll go down at the 28.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 11 on the play. down, Detroit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, McQueen, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Prescott. To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. To throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Hunter Bryant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Returnable here for Hester.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
First down, Prescott.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Again, he finds Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Prescott. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to A.J. Brown. A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Hunter Henry. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Malone Nichols. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying 4th-quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always a chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.